Professor, the Rat, Hunt the Shunt. Students, it appears that having a cool nickname is a prerequisite for being part of an amazing F1 rivalry. Welcome to Lesson 7 of F1 101, Formula 1 for Dummies, major rivalries from a really long time ago. Get your notebooks and pens because it's lights out and away we go. Quite possibly the greatest rivalry of all time in Formula 1, Prost v Senna. And Prost, nicknamed the Professor due to his calculative and strategy-focused driving style, is a French former F1 driver and four-time championship winner. Ayrton Senna, known as one of, if not the greatest F1 driver due to his sheer speed and risk-taking, was a Brazilian Formula 1 driver and three-time championship winner. Senna became teammates with Prost in 1988 for McLaren, eventually winning that year's World Driver Championship and marking the beginning of their intense rivalry. Then, at the following year's San Marino Grand Prix, an agreement shared by both drivers was made to not challenge each other going into the first corner. Breaking the agreement, Senna overtook Prost and won the race. Following this came Suzuka, the climax of the 1989 season, as Senna needed to win to stay in the running for World Championship. Unbeknownst to Senna, Prost had altered his car, which ended up giving him a lead. At lap 47, Senna drove on the inside line into a chicane while Prost braked, resulting in their wheels locking up, engines halting, Prost being taken out of the race, and Senna continuing on to win. Except Senna got disqualified for cutting the chicane, essentially handing the championship to Prost. The most controversial point in their rivalry took place at the 1990 Japanese Grand Prix, where Senna qualified on pole but was unhappy that he was on the dirty side of the track, and when Prost got ahead at turn 1, Senna attempted taking the inside line, resulting in them both being taken out of the race. But since this was the second last race of the season, Prost could not win the championship, which went to Senna. Despite their intense rivalry, the two of them reconciled following Prost's retirement in 1993, although this was cut short following the fatal crash of Senna at Imola in 1994. Next up, we have Lauda v Hunt. Niki Lauda, nicknamed the Rat for his front teeth, was an Austrian three-time championship winner. James Hunt, nicknamed Hunt the Shunt for being so accident-prone, was a British F1 driver who won the 1976 World Driver Championship over Lauda. The year began with Lauda, who drove for Ferrari, dominating the season and winning 5 out of 9 races. However, the first controversy of the season started with the Spanish Grand Prix, during which Hunt, who was driving for McLaren, claimed his first win of the season, but then was disqualified due to his car being too wide, giving the win to Lauda, then being reinstated as the winner due to McLaren successfully protesting the ruling. Then came the pinnacle of the season at the German Grand Prix. Prior to racing, Lauda attempted to boycott the race over worries about the safety of the track. Almost fatally, Lauda crashed in the circuit, suffering severe burns and lung damage from his car bursting into flames. As a result, Lauda was out and Hunt used this to an advantage, winning the next several races and closing the point gap. Amazingly though, Lauda came back to race just 6 weeks after his incident, taking 4th place at the Italian Grand Prix. Then, coming up to the season finale in Japan, Lauda withdrew from the race after considering poor weather conditions. Hunt drove powerfully in this race, even making his way up to 3rd after a tyre puncture and winning the championship by a single point. Now you guys surely didn't think I would end the history unit there. Make sure you guys come to class next time so we can discuss some more fierce rivalries in the world of Formula 1.